Welcome to the program. I'm Todd Starnes. Terrific to have you with us today. Busy news day around these parts. But what a mess up on Capitol Hill. What a mess in North Carolina, where a group of cheerleaders is on probation. They have been punished by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association. Now, yesterday on this program, we tried to reach out to Congressman Richard Hudson. He represents that area in Congress to see if there was any way that he could intervene to try to somehow, we want to get this probation lifted. And we're standing alongside these young ladies, these cheerleaders. We don't want them to suffer the same fate as the Covington Catholic High School boys. Well, on the Newsmaker line, very excited to say we have Congressman Hudson. Congressman, honored to have you on the program today.
Great to be with you again, Todd. Thank you so much.
Hey, I want to get your reaction to what happened here. I'm sure you have seen the photograph. I just don't see the problem here.
Well, absolutely not. You know, this was a night that the high school was celebrating patriotism. They'd encouraged the students to wear red, white, and blue. And after the ball game on the side, you know, on the track off the field, they took a photo with a Trump 2020 banner, and now are on probation for it. And I just think it's outrageous. You know, I don't care if it's Trump or Elizabeth Warren or my opponent's sign. This is their free speech right to do this, and I just think it's outrageous they're put on probation.
Yeah, I know that you've written a letter to Marilyn Q. Tucker, who is the commissioner of the Athletic Association. What kind of answers do you want from her?
Well, I want her to explain. You know, I understand she's now trying to walk back this probation and say it's not really a punishment, but it certainly is. And you know, I want her to explain to me exactly how exercising your free speech rights is somehow violates the code of the North Carolina High School Athletic Association. In her words, creates a negative athletic environment. I mean, it just makes no sense to me. Now, if the cheerleaders had run out on the field during the middle of the game or at halftime with a sign, that's one thing. We could debate that. But this is after the game, over on the side. You know, it's just, to me, it's outrageous.
You know, we've heard of a similar incident in the state of Arkansas where the girls actually had they said "Make America Great Again" on their run-through banner, and then they said "Trump the Leopard." You know, there was a little play on words, and now they're coming under attack by Democrat lawmakers in that state.
Well, you know, there's a larger problem, Todd, which is just this outrage culture, just the fact that we can't have an honest political discourse anymore, and you know, people need to just calm down. You know, it's unfortunate, you know, that if you disagree with me politically, I dismiss your value as a human being, and that's just not the way this country was founded, and it's not what we as Americans represent. So I hope that in these cases we can all just take a deep breath and realize that you know, we all have a right to express ourselves, and we all ought to respect each other's opinions, even when they differ with ours, with our own.
Here's what bothers me about this, Congressman. I think we have grown-ups here that are trying to use these children as pawns to try to make some sort of a political statement. That's what concerns me about, and especially the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
I agree. Again, them saying that they helped create a negative athletic environment by posing with the sign after a ball game. I mean, you know, it just doesn't make any sense. Someone's got an axe to grind that has a problem with Trump. And frankly, these kids, like you say, are kind of caught in the middle.
I think the right thing to do here is for the association to come out and say, you know what, we overreacted here, we overstepped, and we're taking this punishment away.
Absolutely. Let's hope that's where we get. But thanks to you, you know, they weren't able to do this in the dark. You shined the light on it yesterday, and now America's woken up, and so hopefully Commissioner Tucker will do the right thing.
And you know, I hope, and I hope the young people there know they've done nothing wrong, and that's what concerns me. Again, this idea that you're trying to silence young people. I don't know if they're Trump supporters or not. But, you know, again, it was America Night. You know, a couple of guys jumped out of the stands, and poof, you got a picture there. But this idea that there's something wrong with you if you're a Trump supporter, that idea needs to stop.
I agree. You know, we want to encourage young people to be more involved politically. You know, every time I give a speech to young people, I tell them, you know, get involved and do better than we're doing. You know, have respect for each other's opinions when you disagree politically, but get out there and test out test out your beliefs and support people, get involved in the political system with people you believe in, and that's what makes this country great is each generation carrying that banner. Bad pun in this case, but each generation getting involved and making society better.
Well said. Congressman, hey, we appreciate you jumping into the fight here, and I suspect your letter is going to generate a lot of soul-searching over at the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
Well, I sure hope so, Todd. Thank you for always standing up for this country and our values and putting a spotlight where it needs to be.
Glad to do it, Congressman, and appreciate you calling in today. Congressman Richard Hudson from North Carolina's 8th Congressional District. That's 8th